Welcome and good afternoon. This is the one and only Mr. Successful, and I'm coming to you live. I want to say thank you for tuning in. It's been a long time, but you know what? Here I stand, and I'm excited about life. Great things are getting ready to happen for me. I am more determined now at this point in my life than ever to live a life of success. Tony Robbins' definition of success is simply this: being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want, whenever you want. Wow! I love it. I'm going to say that again. Tony Robbins' definition of success is to be able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want, as much as you like or want. That's the definition of success. And I see it for myself. I see it for my family. I see it for my friends. I have transformed my thinking for success. And I'm coming to you live. I'm coming to you to encourage you, to tell you this one thing. This is powerful because this has just recently happened to me, and I had to take inventory of my life to expel evil, nasty, and worthless people from my life. Evil, nasty, and worthless people from my life. People that don't have my best intentions, people that don't have my best for me, people that don't people that can't coach me into greatness, people that can't coach me into excellence. You have to get rid of all of those people. You have to abort those people and amputate those people from your lives. Cut them off today. It might be a girlfriend. It might be a significant other. It might be a boss. And cut them off today and tell yourself, I deserve more. I deserve more. If you don't do it today, you have to ask yourself, what are you standing to lose? And it's too much in your life right now that's at stake. It is too much. You have too much success in you. You have too much greatness. You have too much drive. You have too much desire. And those things require all your energy. And people come into your life and they see it. They see it. They see you going somewhere. They see nobody else is like you. They see the winner in you. They see the hero that they're not in you, and they jealous and they're envious and they'll do anything within their power to try to downgrade you, to try to make you feel less than, to try to put you on their level, and you're not on their level. You're not. I just resigned. Let me tell you my story so I can encourage you. Let me tell you my story. February and March of this year, I was so ill till it wasn't even funny. I was going to work, puking, vomiting, nauseous. I didn't even know why. I went to 4 different doctors. They was telling me, well, it's going around, it's something going around, and that didn't suffice for me. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear anything. I'm 42 years old, and you're talking about I've been sick for 2 months, and you're going to tell me, oh, is something going around? No. I did some research, and I did some study, and this is what I have found, that there is something in psychiatry called relational sickness. Relational sickness. And it could be from a boss. It could be from a significant other. It could be from a family member. And you need to amputate them from your life. And I realized after working in alternative education that it wasn't the kids. It was never the kids. I enjoyed the kids. The kids enjoyed me. I was thrilled. I'm going to repeat that and I'm going to say that. I was thrilled and to work with them, and I felt honored and I felt blessed to be in their company, to be allowed to be in their presence. The presence and the company of a child. I felt honored. I felt great. I felt I was serving my purpose of why I had came to earth. And Mark Twain simply said, the most two important days of your life is when you were born and the day you realize why you were born. And I finally realized, after hearing people like Rosalie Carter tell me, you're wasting your potential. You can do more. Why are you here? And she said that to me 2 years ago, and I was just like, that's a powerful statement. She woke up the giant in me. And I heard Les Brown say, sometimes it takes other people to wake up the gift in you before the gift can be activated. And I want to thank Rosalie Carter. But this year, I was so sick. I was for 2 straight months, and I realized it was job related. The moment I resigned, I felt significantly better. I got up with energy. I got up excited again. I got up and found joy again. I got up with peace again. I laid down with peace. As long as I was going to a job where I didn't respect the leader, who I actually think was incompetent, worthless, served no significance at all in the educational field. None whatsoever. He is a pimp in a suit. That's how I would characterize the last principal I worked for. A pimp in a suit. You say, why you say that, Mr. Successful? Here's why. A young lady came up to me and said, Mr. Successful, do you know what this man has said to me? Ironically, he can't be written up. Nobody writes up principles. I don't know who's the person in charge to write up an incompetent principal, but he has been under the radar for 34 plus years. And in my opinion, this is my professional opinion, because I am a professional and I hold licenses in different fields. My professional opinion, he's incompetent. He doesn't know how to lead. He has no leadership skills, no leadership capabilities. He is clueless and aimless. He doesn't know what a target is. He doesn't know how to bring cohesiveness to any organization rather than dissension. You know, and rightly so, his predecessor was the same way. His predecessor, the baboon that was before him, was far worse than he was. But a young lady came up to me and she said, you know what he told me, Mr. Successful? I said, well, what did he tell you? She said, he told me there was sugar on his finger and I can suck it off if I needed something sweet to eat. And I said, what did you just say? And I was ill at that time and trying to get my health back. But I want, if she is listening to this transmission, if she is listening to me now, you need to tell your mother. You need to tell your mother and get an attorney, because that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate for anybody, let alone a leader of an educational institution, to say to any child. But he has said numerous things that were inappropriate. But again, who can write him up? Who can call him in and give him a reprimand? Who can call him in and give him a verbal warning like he has given everybody else? Who? The school board should have threw him out years ago on the street, or simply said when he first interviewed for the principalship, you know what, we're sorry, but we can't hire pimps here. You know, obviously pimping ain't easy, but we don't hire pimps here. You know, you might want to try another craft or trade, but we're gonna not accept your offer for principalship, and thank you for your time. You can leave now. You can leave now. That's what the school board should have told him years ago. Because him, just like other pimps in the school system and pedophiles in the school system, they go undetected. They go undetected. But that's what the young lady told me. A young man also told me, who I'll just say JV. JV told me. JV said, you know what, Mr. Successful? Mr. Successful, he told me, he cursed in my ear. He pulled me over and whispered in my ear. And I'm not going to curse. Because why? My audience deserves better. 2, my mother and my mentors and my coaches deserve a better. I want them to know that they have produced a great product in me. I am a great product. Okay? But the young man said he had said if I don't get my MF act together, he was going to get rid of my... And I was just like, say that again? The same principal, the same incompetent, worthless principal who's leading and guiding children in alternative education. Utterly ridiculous, disgustingly shameful. And if he was mad enough, he'll go down to the school board, put in his 2 weeks notice and say, I am so sorry. I wasted y'all time. I really didn't care anything about education. I was just a pimp on hard times and I needed a job. That's what he should have said. And that's what he should say. And maybe they'll have more respect for him. Maybe people will have more respect for him. But he don't even realize most of the staff, even among his administrators, don't even respect him. He's working among people that regard him as incompetent. From the deans to the AP, they regard him as incompetent. But they won't tell him that because they probably afraid for their job or being written up or something like that. But the most power I can ever have in my life is options. Being able to do more with my time and money and my energy. And I realized working with him made me physically sick. Physically sick. I was vomiting on the way to work, after work, at work. Kids was looking at me saying, are you okay? And I was just like, excuse me. I'll excuse myself, go out the back door, and I'll just begin to vomit. I'll just begin to regurgitate. And I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, what is happening to me? I said, I'm sick and I've never been sick. I've been to 4 doctors. I'm on 4 or 5 different medications. And they won't give me any more medication. And I promise you, as I am speaking, it wasn't until I typed out my resignation letter, my immune system seemed to pick up. My eyes seemed to brighten. My shoulders seemed to erect. I seemed to walk perpendicular again. And I was just like, and it wasn't until I heard Les Brown say that there is a such thing as relational sickness. He was making me literally sick. To see him, he was nobody I respected or regard of authority. In my opinion, I could have ran that school better. And the only thing that separated me and him was a master's degree in ed leadership. That's all. And I already got pre-accepted to a college for that. But I'm going to spend my money and my time and my energy making 3 times as much as a principal. That's what I'm going to spend my time, my money, and my energy doing. And I want to encourage you, if you are taking abuse from anybody, I don't care whether it's a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, leave. Give them a writ of communication and say, today is your last day. I have taken enough. I'm over you. I'm not coming back. I will not retreat. You have expired. You have been in my life longer than you should have been. You are expired. I should have gotten rid of you years ago. That's what you need to tell your boss. That's what you need to tell your significant other. That's what you need to tell your wife. That's what you need to tell your husband, because I am anti-abuse. And it has gone too long, too far in this world, in corporate America, and especially in education. I worked for a young man years ago at Red Lobster on International Drive, and he was worthless. He talked down to people so bad till it was shocking. Somebody didn't come in there one day and just do some damage to him. He was so evil and so nasty at Red Lobster. It was unbelievable. He was talking to adults. Children don't deserve to be talked to any kind of way, let alone adults, professionals. We're talking about professionals. And you have people that think just because you're a CEO, just because you're a boss, just because you're an administrator, somehow that is akin to you being like Hitler. Or akin to you being like Mussolini or Stalin. You're supposed to have everybody in fear of you. You're supposed to walk around like a dictator. If it's not my way, it's no way. And ultimately, they're just jealous, envious. Because people that's secure in their masculinity and femininity, they're not afraid of other people's ideas. They're not afraid of other people's ambitions, goals, dreams, desires, of trying to be more, of wanting to be more, of wanting to achieve more and be more successful. When you're successful, you don't have no reason to be jealous of somebody else's success because you're successful. Unless you're just say suffering from bipolar schizophrenia. Are you serious? And he should be terminated. His predecessor should be terminated. She was so mean and evil and so nasty. The principal at the alternative ed site back in 2009, she was yelling at staff, screaming at staff until 90% of the staff from 2009 and 2010 left. 90% of the staff from 2010, 2011 had left. They either transferred, they resigned, but they had concluded, they had deduced, they had came to the realization she wasn't worth working for or with. Utterly, people were incredulous. She would mistreat people so bad. There was this dean that was there, a young lady that was a PhD candidate, working on her PhD, working on her doctorate degree, was so in fear for her life, that she had to come and retrieve her things at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Unbelievable. She had to come 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning just so she didn't have to see her to confront her, because she was combative. She was warlike. She was angry and bitter. She tried to make it seem like everybody else had the problem, everybody else had an issue, except the people that was bringing her McDonald's, except the people that was gossiping with her in her office, and the people that was, well, how could I say this? You know, I don't want to say that phrase. That's not the vernacular I want to say on my transmission. That's not the colloquial I want to say on my transmission. So how can I say this? Anybody that didn't have their nose up her butt. That's how I will say it. That's how I would say it. There you go, Mr. Successful. That's how I would say it. Anybody that didn't have their nose up her butt, she tried to crucify. Anybody that wasn't bringing her McDonald's as if she really needed. Anybody that wasn't sucking up to her, had their nose up her butt, bringing her back gossip, running behind her like a flunky, like the teacher of the year from 2010, 2011. You know, he ran behind her so much I couldn't tell the two from apart. And teachers were dumbfounded. None of them ever said anything. But he was late every day that year. Every day that late that year. And in his 97-day probationary period under the school board, every new employee is under a 97-day probationary period. He was late every day for them 97 days. And she awarded him with Teacher of the Year. And people had recorded him during his class time, because his class was outside, during his class time, and he was either tweeting or on Facebook. And he got Teacher of the Year. And the teachers prior to the year before that had taught successfully never had discipline issues, never had discipline problems. They didn't say a word. They didn't even get anywhere close. And it has to stop. It has to stop. And if they're not going to stop, you have to say to yourself, I deserve more. Enough is enough. You know, when you go to work, you're disgusted. Monday through Friday. That's actually 95% of your life. Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday is 95% of your life. So you mean to tell me 95% of your life, this is your life, and the sum total of your life is your memories of what you have actually participated in. So 95% of your life, ask yourself this: if and when you get to age 65 or older, is this how you want? Is this part of your life worth remembering? Could you be able to recall it, and you're smiling, and you say, "Wow, that was such a great time. Wow, I had so much fun." Can you say that? That 60, when you turn age 65 years or older, will you be able to look back at this point in your life and say, it was a happy moment. I was at peace. I had joy. I was content. Because if you can't say that, you need to do what I did. Resign. You say, well, hold up, Mr. Successful. Wait now. I got a family to take care of. I got kids to feed. I got a family to feed. I got bills to pay. Okay. And I pledged a fraternity back in college. And that fraternity told me, excuses are tools of incompetence that builds a monument of nothing. And those that specialize in them seldom do good at anything. So you can either continue to make excuses for why you should stay at a job, you stay in a relationship that you know doesn't make you happy, doesn't bring you joy, doesn't bring you peace, doesn't bring you quality of a quality lifestyle. Quit. You are asking yourself, what do I stand to lose by staying, when you should be asked, what do I stand to lose by moving forward? There could be $1 million at stake if you don't move forward with your life. There could be more peace if you don't move on with your life. You could have a heart attack and fall dead right now. Do you realize 90% of the people that have heart attacks, 90% of the people that have heart attacks, they have gone to work on Monday and then had to be admitted to a hospital later that evening because they never wanted to go to work. Ultimately, not because they're overworked. No, it's not because they're overworked. It's because it's mindless work. It's mindless work. It doesn't trigger your creativity. It doesn't trigger any ambitious desire for you. You just sit there day after day and it's dull, it's boring, it's dry, and you're saying to yourself, I want to do more with my life. Well, why don't you? Your job is optional. It's not mandatory. That relationship is optional. It's not mandatory. Start today. Wake up and live. Start today and die to that person. Because it's only until you die to that person, the other person you can't bring birth to. You can't bring birth to. You can't give birth to the new person until the old person dies. And you've wasted enough time. 10 years have gone by and you have used that same excuse. And you haven't gotten any further. You still make the same money. You still haven't gotten a raise. And you keep saying to yourself on Sunday nights, oh, wow, it's Monday again. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Do you really want to go through that another 10 years? Thinking about your Mondays like that? Rather than waking up Mondays like I wake up now, I will be successful. I say to them in my mirror, I look in the mirror and I say, I will be successful. And as a matter of fact, I've changed it. I say to myself in the mirror now, I will be massively successful. Yes. Yes. Because Les Brown says the greatest revenge is massive success. And I want to encourage you, write out your resignation letter. If you're afraid to leave your job, okay, that's fine. I understand that. I understand that. But now you know. Now I have told you. Now you realize how unhappy you are, how unproductive you are, how sad you are, how you wake up on Mondays and you feel this heavy anvil, this tractor trailer. You wake up with headaches. Do you realize the reason you could possibly be waking up with headaches is not only your allergies, but it could be your job or your spouse or your girlfriend is making you sick. And if you died tonight, I want to ask you a question. And listen to Mr. Successful carefully. I want to ask you a question. If you died tonight, as a matter of fact, I want to ask you a few questions. One, and I want you to listen to them carefully and write them down. Write them down, please. Please. I'm asking you, write them down, please. The first question is this. If you died tonight, was it worth it? Putting up with an evil, nasty boss, evil and nasty boyfriend or girlfriend, people that don't love you. They don't love you. They don't have your best interests at heart. They don't. Les Brown said something that was very powerful. He said, first of all, 80% of the people don't care. 20% of them glad it's you. So ask yourself this question. If you died tonight, was it worth it? Could you actually say if you died tonight that you're happy, that you're content, that you're at peace? The second question I want to ask you, why wait? Since nobody knows when they're going to die, why wait? Why wait? Why would you wait? Write that question down. Why would you wait? What would make you stay? And I realized the three keys to the three major reasons people are not successful. And write this down. Write this down. Write this down. The three reasons that people are not successful. And I finally realized why women stay in abusive relationships, toxic relationships, relationships that have been failing while they were in the dating process. The relationship was failing and they stayed. Let me tell you why people are not successful in business and in relationships and in life. And it's these three things: fear, doubt, and disbelief. I'm going to say that again. The reason you don't want to leave that job, if you were honest, let's be honest. I'm showing you all my face cards. I'm showing you everything. Everything is on the table. Because I've been there. I've been there. I stayed at Red Lobster knowing that I didn't have to take that foolishness that guy at Red Lobster back in 2005. He was so evil and nasty. The general manager at Red Lobster back in 2005. He was so evil and nasty till it was unbelievable. And nobody wanted to work with him. No one. And he ended up resigning. Probably because corporate thought he was incompetent, or he finally realized he was. So it happened to me. So this is how I can tell you. And I'm doing fairly well financially. And I'm doing much far better in my relationships. Because my relationships are thriving. My intimate relationships, my family relationships, they're thriving. I've never felt so good, so great, and so wonderful about my family and about the relationships that I have with my significant other as I have now. And those are the major reasons people are not successful in business, at home, at work, in society. And it's those three things: fear, doubt, and disbelief. And the only thing you have to do is transform your mind. Remove every excuse off the table of why you can't be successful. Remove every excuse. You've said all the excuses you wanted to. And if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. Nothing is going to change in your life until you do. Nothing. You can stay on that dead-end job the rest of your life. Nobody would have cared that you was on time. Nobody would have cared that you came early and you left late. You was the most supportive. Nobody really cares. But I tell you what you should care about. You should care about your dream. Because nobody's going to live your dream for you. And your dreams are waiting on you. They're knocking. Your dreams have been waiting on you. And sometime soon, your dreams are going to say, you know what? We're going to die with you. Nobody else is going to bring your dreams to pass. Steve Jobs had to live long enough to bring Apple and iPad to where it is. He had to. Nobody else was going to do it. Think about it. Think about it. When he was fired, somebody else could have came up with that invention. Somebody else, but no, it was meant for him. That dream was meant for him. That dream was meant for him. The dream of Google was meant for them. The dreams of Yahoo was meant for them. The OWN network, the Oprah Winfrey network, was meant for her. Nobody couldn't bring those dreams to pass. So now ask yourself, what is the dream in you that only you can bring to the world? Because we need you. I need you. The only way I can be a better life coach, the only way I can be a better real estate coach, the only way I can be a better finance coach, the only way I can be a greater ambassador for the children of Central Florida is with your help, is with your dream. And I'm asking you, don't you live another day sad, depressed, frustrated, angry, with a nonchalant attitude. Well, at least I got a job. Are you serious? That is a loser's mindset. Winners don't care anything about a job. Winners care about their net worth, not their salary. Winners care about the value, their value, not job security. Winners. Winners. And I want you to start thinking like a winner. I want you to start working on that business plan. I want you to get people that you trust, that you know. Share your ideas. Share that burning desire when you go to bed at night and it's scratching at the back of your head. And it's been scratching at the back of your head since you were 10 years old. That's what we need you to bring that to us. We need you to bring that goal to us. We need you to bring that to the table. We need to start working on that together. And I want to be able to help you to bring it to its manifestation, so the world can see the greatness within you, because you were born to be successful. One of my last messages to my students, and it shook half of the classroom when I told them this, because they had never heard anybody say this. And I said to the class, the statement that I'm getting ready to tell you, you have a reason to be on earth. You couldn't have been on earth if you didn't have a reason. You possess the genetic code for success. Over 300 million plus sperm cells. When a man is intimate, physically intimate with a woman, his body releases, at the conclusion of that intimacy, his body releases sperm cells. Those sperm cells travel. If it's that time of month that she's ovulating, those sperm cells travel to that egg with one purpose and one purpose only: to come to earth. Those sperm cells are active. They know without a doubt they have a reason. Out of the 300 million, the egg only needs one. Once the one sperm cell has pressed its way into the nucleus of the egg, there is an automatic chamber that is a release over the egg, a barrier that comes over the egg, preventing any other sperm cell to get in. So that means the other 299 plus million sperm cells die. And the sperm that enters into the egg becomes the zygote. The zygote is then fertilized until, if you go to a mirror, go find a mirror. I'll show you what the zygote becomes. I'll show you who the zygote is. Go to a mirror. Are you at one? Go. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. Go. Find one, because this is powerful. Go to a mirror right now. Find a mirror in your house. I don't care where you are. Find one. Go to it. Now look in it. You looking? That sperm cell is you. If one sperm cell got ahead of you, you could not have been here. it would have been impossible for you to be on earth. You were born for success. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody downplay you. Don't anybody make you feel less than. Because that accomplishment right there alone is not an average accomplishment. You fought to be here. And my question to you is, you got to fight to stay. It's not going to be easy. Nobody ever said it was. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. You're going to cry. You might get frustrated. But trust me when I say this. You'll sleep better at night. You'll have more joy. You'll end up having more peace. You'll be content. Now let me ask you a question. How much is peace worth? How much is joy worth? How much is living your dreams and living the life on your terms? How much is that worth? I just simply want to say to everybody that is listening to this broadcast, I'm proud of you. Thank you for your time. Hit me up. Like this message. Pass it around. Send it to whoever you like. Send it to whomever you like. Pass it on. Pass it on. Listen to it every single day. And know you deserve better. I don't care where you are at this point in your life. I don't care if you got $1 million in the bank. You can always have more. You can always have more. I could care less about less. I've had less, and I hate it. I hate it. That's right. I'm going to be honest. I don't want less, ever, in anything. Nobody ever wants less steak. Nobody ever wants less house. Nobody ever wants less car. Nobody ever wants less peace. Nobody ever wants less joy. They always want more. I can have more. I can have more peace. I can have more joy. I can have more house. I can have more cars. I can have more money. Never limit yourself. Take the limits off your own mind. Get your own mind out of lockup. Get your own mind out of prison. And free your mind. Remember, the 3 greatest enemies to your success is fear, doubt, and disbelief. I want you to wake up every day, listen to positive messages. 1, how can I be successful, Mr. Successful? And I'm going to tell you how you can be successful. Okay? Write these down. Play it every day. Follow it every day. 1, listen to positive messages and positive music. 2, surround yourself with people who are positive. Surround yourself with people who have mastered a positive attitude. I think it was George Bernard Shaw that simply said that if you think in negative terms, you'll get negative results. And if you think in positive terms, you'll get positive results. Find people in your life that can fuel you and fuel your life with positive energy. Every time they talk to you, they believe it's possible. That's 2 words that rich people say, and I want you to start embracing those 2 words on a daily basis. And say it to yourself every day. And every day? Yes, every day. Because every time you say it every day, you are hypnotizing yourself to greater. You're hypnotizing yourself for better. You're hypnotizing yourself for a life that very few people will live. And I want you to say those two words that rich people use. It's possible. Rich people never look at anything in this world and say they can't do it or they can't have it. They simply say these two words, it's possible. So one, get up every day and listen to positive messages and positive music. That's every day. That's 7 days a week. Spend an hour. That's all you need. Dedicate an hour every day listening to positive messages, listening to positive music, and spend at least an hour every day. So that's about 2 hours. I mean, this is your life you're talking about. That means you got 22 hours to do something else. But 2 hours, you should spend listening to positive music, positive messages, and reading for 2 hours, reading something positive on business, on finance, or read something from someone who is doing what you want to do. You want to be a singer? Read books by singers. Look at Beyonce. Look at Janet Jackson. Look at how they are on stage. Look at their personal life. Read books about them. Learn the craft of singing. 2, surround yourself from this day forward, and I mean this with everything in me, with people that believe in you, people that believe in your product, people that believe in your brand, people that believe in who you are, people that believe in your commitment, people that believe that, people that can invest in you. Invest into your dream, invest into your goals, invest into your desires and your ambition. Create a culture, a community of people that can help you get to where you are. And third, never forget to help somebody else. God never created us to be selfish. He always created us to help someone else, to be there for someone else, to pick someone else up. One of my favorite scriptures are, when a man has fallen in his shortness, in his failures, let them that are strong pick him up. Let them that are strong pick him up or pick her up. So, third, help somebody, encourage somebody. Don't wait till you get it all in your hand. Help them while you are on your road to success as well. Say something kind to somebody every day. Go out of your way to get 3 people that's not tied to you. It's easy to encourage people that we're connected to. No. Encourage 3 people that you know can't give anything to you. They can't contribute to you. 2, they don't know you. They don't know you. Develop the gift of speaking positive and encouraging words to people you don't know. Even if it's say, hey, that outfit looks great on you. And walk away. Say it to people that you don't know. 2, you're not connected with. 3, they can't do anything for you. They can't do anything for you. Do that on a weekly basis. Find a daily basis or even a weekly basis. Find at least 3 people that you can say something positive to, that you can say something encouraging to, that you can say something uplifting to. Because simply, you reap what you sow. And you can't speak encouraging words to people and do things for people that are great, that are significant, and it not come back to you and visit you. I am living my dreams as the president and the CEO and the founder of my life. I'm living my dreams. I'm in pursuit of happiness. And I encourage you to do the same thing. To do what you can, when you can, as you can, to live your dreams. To live life at the edge of epic. Thank you for tuning in. This is Mr. Successful, and I'm coming to you live. Have a great evening, and may the peace of God, may the love of God, may the power of God, may the favor of God, may the riches of God,